And now, we return to our regular programming. Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Yes, that rather unconventional start to our videos. Yeah, we're back with the normal videos. We will be doing more sandbox later on. I have to do a sort of like preview for Wargaming to give my general impression of their cock-ups. Okay, this game is Conqueror Gun Carriage, north spawn of Lakeside, you can see, and it's under the command of BassmanFromHell. But I'm afraid he's about to get trolled by that player. Yes, mikrofon101 in the Object 261 is about to troll him. Well, Bassman tried to go for the edge of the map, and Mikrofon said, no, I want to go there. What the hell's going on here? Now he's shooting him. Well, by shooting him, you gave away his position to the enemy, and they're now shooting in this direction. And the Object 261's lost virtually all of his hit points, which is rather silly. And he's gone. Yes, the enemy 261 managed to get a shot in that killed the troll, and he's now dead. But unfortunately, Bassman's lost 1/3 of his hit points, and he's been stunned, and he's been kind of delayed from actually getting any damage on the enemy. But he will get back into action very shortly. I think he's just writing a quick message for the players. You have two Artys. The 261 was a retard. Yes, I'm afraid the 261 tried to bully his way into a particular position, and it didn't really work because, you see, Bassman was already there, and all he did was start a confrontation which, well, he was bound to lose. And because he, in a huff, fired at Bassman, he gave away his position, and the enemy Arty thought, right, thank you very much, I'll have that. Well, Bassman is getting back to action. I think Bassman's far smarter to actually not fire at all. By not firing, he actually ensured that the enemy didn't locate where he was. And of course, Bassman saved himself the credits, because it won't do any good to your own teammate if you fire at them. All it'll do was lose you a high caliber. Because yes, you lose the high caliber medal. And there's the enemy Arty trying to get a shot at him and failed. Now the enemy Arty are an Object 261, a T92 HMC and an M53 M55. Bassman's now decided he's going to aim at the town. It's a bit close, isn't it, that? The Leopard PTA, CS63, round out. Oh, it hit the building, and oh, now that was closer still. The Object 261 is getting very close, and I think Bassman's decided, yeah, maybe he needs to relocate a little further over before he shoots. Because it seems to me that that Arty player is very happy at counter battery. Well, there he is. He's actually hiding behind the rock. We just got a brief glimpse of him because he was spotted. So Bassman's just turning his gun towards the town. He's going to try and get a shot on that Batchat 25 ton. He might be able to kill him because he's very low on hit points and he's holding that corner. Rounds out. And he gets him. Nice shot. Always worthwhile looking for a target which is wounded. Obviously you want to maximize your hit points, but if you can take a gun out of the game, that's going to have a major effect upon the game on your enemy's team, because when they're one gun down, they are vulnerable. In fact, at the moment, they're 3 guns down. They've lost 3 more than our team. And that 50 TP looks vulnerable. Bassman's already almost loaded. Rounds out. Oh, now that was unfortunate. Bad RNG, I'm afraid. It made the shell go long and to the right, which means that he didn't get anything on those guys at all. You can see Bassman's only got 51 hit points, 1/10 of the amount that he started with. So he's well below the 10%. If he actually had the right skills, you know, the appropriate skill for this, he could actually exploit a much faster fire rate. That's out. No, there is somebody there. We just saw the tracer. Just saw the tracer coming out of that bush. Now, something that was very apparent that came out of the testing was that the tracer actually starts some distance away from the enemy object. That was the T-92 dying. It looks like our team are doing well. So if you are trying to do counter battery, it's going to be difficult for you to work out exactly where the enemy was. But, oh, that's an M53 with the long 155mm gun. Oh, Bassman fired in already before he was fully dialed in, and the guy pulled back just as he was killed. So the shell was wasted, I'm afraid. But Bassman won't worry about that. Okay, we still know that there's an Object 261 out there who's very handy at counter battery. And we think he's behind the rock. I think it's very likely he's behind the rock. That Conqueror is about to get smacked by Bassman. Oh, he's gone. Okay, I go for the rock now because there he is. He's trying to aim elsewhere. Rounds out. Long range shot. Oh, he gets him. Takes him out of the game with his last round. The last enemy tank is gone and he wins the game. Well, that's nice for Bassman. He got the guy who actually killed the Object 261 who trolled him at the start of the game. And, oh, what a way to end the game. That was good, that was. So, let's have a look at the end of battle results. Here's the end of battle results for the BassmanFromHell in the Conqueror Gun Carriage. I'm afraid he didn't get any medals of any significance other than a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 6 in this one, and his win rate for the battle was 1,146, which is an average score for most people, but the Bassman would normally be in the super unicum level of damage, so his win rate would normally be about 3 times that much in this sort of Arty. Let's have a look at the team scores and see how he fared. Well, he got about mid-table when it came to damage. The high scorer was the Object 140 with 4,094, 3,584 to the 121. Both of them managed to get a Confederate and 3,208 to the STB1. Bassman managed to get 1,359, which is fairly good anyway. It's about mid-table, as you can see. But when it came to kills, he was actually in joint second place because the top scorer was the Skoda T50 who got 4 kills and also picked up a Pascucci's medal. And the only reason he didn't get a Demetrius was because Bassman got to that Object 261 before he did. And yes, there's Bassman with the Object 140 and the Wizzy 111-14. When it came to Base XP, he's a lot further down the table, I'm afraid, because the top scorers was the Object 140, 1003, 885 to the Skoda T50, 879 to the STB1, and Bassman managed to get 623. But let's have a look at that troll. He got no hit points of damage, no kills, and 397 XP for turning up because he was silly. Yes, he shot at a teammate and he got noticed by the enemy and they killed him. Well, that was his own fault. Let's have a look at the detail report and see where it all came out. 8 shots fired, 1 direct hit, no penetrations but 7 splash. Damage of 1,359 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 55 hit points of stun assist off 5 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 28,218 credits, but his costs were quite high, and he ended up with a loss of 60,122 credits loss. And I think the reason for that is that consumables there, 40,000. Take off that consumables, he only made a loss of 20,122, and I think you can put that down to the troll, because the troll prevented him firing a lot of shots which he would have got damage for. The battle was very short, and so he only had a limited amount of time, and of course he spent about, 2 minutes of that battle just fending off the attacks from one of his own teammates. But thankfully he was taken out of the game by the opposition. 25 bonds. He must have completed a mission, a premium mission or something like that to earn those. 934 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,869 experience points altogether. So not a bad game for the Bassman, considering it was a recovery game, because after all he was trolled for the first few minutes of the game. But he did make a good recovery. He got down to business and showed what he's actually capable of. And of course, once he knew where that Object 261 was, he could actually start laying shells in that direction. He did the right thing, though, to aim shells at people he could hurt and do damage to in the meanwhile. That Object 261 was being very elusive, but it was nice that he actually showed up at the end of the game. I would have actually pointed my gun in the opposite direction. I think I would have been pointing towards Bassman, not away from him. I think he's almost just basically given up that Object 261. It's very bad to see that someone do that. I never give up in any battle. I always try to get some more damage, even if it's just to ram the enemy and die in the process. At least I'm going to get something out of it. But no, he'd just given up and he was pointing away, knowing the inevitable was going to come, and it was good that it was the Bassman who actually got the coup de grace, which ended the game. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, gets it noticed by other players and viewers. And thank you for watching.